So I'm getting ready to start my second liver gallbladder flush, and just following it, I'm going to dive into the kidney flush. So I'm inviting you all in here today to uh, see how to prepare a concoction for a kidney flush. The liver flush I'm doing is an Ayurvedic protocol, and it was made semi-popular by two people. The one that I came across and am mm, what's the word? Well, I'm doing his protocol. It's slightly different from hers, but his name is Andreas Moritz, and he wrote a book on the flush itself called The Amazing Liver and Gallbladder Flush. It's basically an oil pull. Uh, it goes very deep into the liver gallbladder, and basically spasms the gallbladder and liver, and allows it to release toxins at a deep level. One of my girls is here. Hi, chicken licking. Hi. And his recipe for the kidney flush, I'm also following that particular protocol. This is new for me because I'm sort of a mono foodist regularly, and this tea, this herb tea, combines 10 different ingredients. I'm going to go over those here with you right now. This is Goldenrod. This is great for the kidneys just on its own, as are most of the herbs that are going to go in here. So if you wanted to, this is something that can be done almost on a regular basis. But we just put in 2 ounces of the goldenrod. This is chicory root. And I'm going to mention here that mountain rose herbs is my go-to for all organic and wild harvested herbs. I pretty much stick with them unless there's something I can't find with them that they happen to be out of. And that did happen to me here on 2 of my ingredients. So anyway, mountain rose herbs, they're great. So I have the 2 ounces of the goldenrod already in my bowl. This is the chicory. That was 1 ounce. This is 2. While I do this, I'm probably just going to yap about a few things. Perhaps why you would want to do a kidney flush or an organ flush or any organ flush. It may be semi-apparent in our overly toxic world, from chemtrails raining down from above to a contaminated water and food supply. Our bodies are just overburdened. I've gotten back into the study and practice of iridology. You know, I'm all about the eyes, right? So most of what is happening in our body, if not all of what is happening in our body to some degree, shows up in our eyes. So you can look into your eyes to see what is happening in the body. And boy, oh boy, even though I'm no genius at this, my left kidney in particular needs addressing immediately. And this is why I'm doing this particular flush. You may want to take a peek at your own eyes and hey, show me. I may be able to tell you something, or seek an iridologist who can tell you even more. This is marshmallow root. Again, really great for the kidneys. You can do this on its own, as well as making a witchy brew. Who remembers the Eagles? My group is so funny. Have I told you how funny my group is? They've been telling me to do this video for some time now, and making me hear the song from the 70s by the Eagles, Witchy Woman. Ooh, ooh, witchy woman. She's got the fire in her eyes. I cannot sing with a hoot, but that's sort of how it goes. I'll link the song below. Okay, ursi. This is a major kidney and urinary tract cleanser and my go-to tincture for UTIs. Not the herb. For actual UTIs, go for the tincture. Absorbs faster, very strong. Don't go antibiotic on me. Go nature and natural always. Think nature, think natural always. For the best results of anything, right? Just go back to the roots, go back to the ground. Yeah. Gravel root, that was a good one to come up right then. I'll put the recipe to this down below and the link to the PDF to Andreas Moritz's book that describes this liver gallbladder flush and this recipe for the kidneys. Hydrangea root. I'm back to work now, working 24/7 shifts, so just doing 3 right now. And I'll try to stay with that while I'm doing this cleanse, because this cleanse is going to be ongoing for the majority of the part of 2019. So it requires the time, of course, to do it. Comfrey root. I had yesterday off and trying to map this out so I have time for everything. My first day off will be the grocery shopping, and that's actually quite of a to-do out here because I'm out in the middle of nowhere. Not quite the middle of nowhere, but there's a lot of driving to do to things aren't just right across the street. Marjoram, God, I love marjoram. So good. As part of the detox program, I'm moving more and more off conventional foods, more and more onto raw, onto fruit. Fruit sugars help the cells of the body, cat's claw, release their toxins into the bloodstream, and from there they filter down through the eliminative organs and out of the body. At the beginning of the video, I took the very funny sip of my chlorophyll. I'm learning how to keep my mouth alkaline, because one of the things I'm trying to reverse is, I'm not sure if it's actual gum disease. I've only ever been to the dentist twice, and that was in my early 20s. But it's definite receding gum lines. That started happening shortly after I had the 2 fillings I had put in, and hasn't stopped. So I'm swishing with baking soda. That really alkalizes my mouth. This is chlorophyll. Chlorophyll also alkalizes the mouth, but not quite so much as baking soda does. So these are nifty new tricks. Fruit also does. I'm testing after every single thing I eat to see if it takes my mouth more alkaline or keeps it the same amount of alkaline or more acidic. My mouth is very acidic. My output is very acidic right now. During a detox, you want your output to be acidic, to have sediment. That means the kidneys are filtering This is something new that I'm learning that I haven't really looked into in much depth because I've not done these deep organ cleanses prior to now on myself. It's funny how much I've done them on others, but not me. Where did I leave off? Fruit also. Interestingly enough, even fruits that are acidic have an alkalizing effect on the body. And I'm learning. I've always, well, for as long as I can remember, had an aversion to the sweet taste, and I'm learning now. Oh my goodness. Well, why that could be. I haven't completed the experiment on this, but a part of it was that the body was very acidic and sick. And even though I felt healthy, looked healthy, seemed healthy, um, toxins were getting held in the lymph and in the cells, and growing more and more into the acidic state as the years flew by. Can you hear that? That's my brother in there blowing the nose. The whole house is sick. I'm not getting it. I'm keeping everything flowing out of the body. So detoxing. Somebody asked this. Let me talk about this for a minute. Detoxing always begins with cleaning up the diet and well, not just the diet, your days too, things that you do that tend to be very acidic on you. For instance, things that are very high stress, that stress the nervous system, these will have acidic effects on you and create situations in the body that uh, lead to disharmony and duress and disease. So we start letting go of these things, stop doing these things, stop putting ourselves in these situations. One of the ones I tend to put myself in a lot is overwork, extreme overwork. Because in the care industry, the needs of people who require care is very great and unending. And you start a position and you may start it because it appears relatively easy and something that you can do and handle and that you will be good at, that you will be able to help very much with. And those kind of positions always feel really good, but nothing stays there as people age. They move, closer and closer to their departure and usually into more and more disease, which requires more and more of your time and attention to the point that it's nonstop, and I literally have none for myself. So this is one thing that I have to stop doing. Somehow I have to figure out how, and financially still be able to get by and all of that, but it requires doing. We do it and then everything sees to itself. When we see to the harmony it keeps going and completes all the way through to your experience. And so you don't really need to worry about how you're going to get by if you start making less money. Just see to the harmony, see to your own health. And then everything else just sort of falls in on that and into place. It always has for me. I've never been without, ever, not a day in my life. So see to yourself, see to your health, see to your harmony, and again, everything will happen in alignment with this. Wonderful the way the world works. Or reality, or the universe, or however you want to see this. Okay, so I have my tea for my kidney cleanse, and that'll start in about 2 weeks. So these herbs can mingle and collaborate. And I will, of course, put in my own energy and my own blessings for what I would like to see accomplished with the cleanse. The liver gallbladder flush protocols begin tomorrow, and it takes about a week. On the 6th and 7th day is the major part of the flush. And I'm really interested to see what this body can let go of this time. It let go of quite a lot last time. Should I show you a couple pictures? We being a visual world, pictures often come in handy. I'm also going to see an iridologist, hopefully sometime this week, if not next week, as soon as I find one, and get the pictures of my eyes so you can see, not quite the absolute before, because I started this cleanse about 3 months ago, but my eyes pretty much have the same pattern that they did a year ago. And so you can see the before the cleanse and the post cleanse and how that shows up in the eye. Just fascinating, just fascinating. All about the eyes, all about the eyes. Okay, I'm going to leave off here for today. And if you're interested in the cleanses, right down below, if you're interested in just beginning any part of a cleansing or detox program or protocol, letting go of anything, just something that will make your days a bit easier for you and your body through I will just say through 2019, a year of change for sure. Om Shanti.